Hello, everybody. It's me again, George Green, and today I have a special guest. Well, I wouldn't even say that we're colleagues. Well, my guest name is Roshana. Well, and she comes from another Oriental state. For some reason, representatives of Oriental countries tend to talk to me. For some reason, they want to talk to me, and I really appreciate it. Thank you. Roshana, hello. How are you doing?
Hello, George. How are you doing?
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
fine.
okay, thank you. I hope that you are doing all right as well. I'm very glad to greet you in our mini studio. Well, and I do hope that the quality of our sound is okay so that our listeners can make out what we're talking about. And today, we're going to talk about your job. Well, I've just told
Okay.
others that you are a colleague of mine. That means that you teach. And a little bird told me that you teach physics at university. Moreover, you teach not just physics, but you teach physics in English. Well, tell me please, is it really hard? Is it difficult to teach students, university students, physics in English? What are the problems, typical difficulties which you daily face up to when you teach your students physics in English?
Okay. Uh, First of all, I would like to greet all your followers, and then uh, let me answer. I think that uh, it's rather difficult to teach physics in English because you have to know, you must know not only your specialty, but you have to master the other foreign language as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that's why I think you must be quite expert to match these two uh, subjects, or I don't know, fields maybe.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
How is
I've
it
got it.
correct to say?
Tell me, please, how many days per week do you work?
Physics is rather, sorry.
How many days per week do you work?
Ah, I work 5 days a week.
5 days a week. That's pretty much, I guess.
Yes.
Tell me, please, is it true that perhaps all university teachers have somebody they like more than others? Is it true?
Sorry, will you repeat your question?
Yeah, no problem. I want to ask you the following provocative question. Tell me, please, is it true that many university teachers love some of their students more than the others? Is it true?
Mm, Maybe yes. I
Oh
think it's
my,
true
oh my
because
God. So it is true. Okay.
because it relates not only to teaching but to no. I want to say that each of us has our preferences in. Um, I
Per-
don't know how to say it correctly.
okay.
Maybe I haven't. Maybe I haven't. Maybe I haven't comprehended your question. As I have, as I have understood, you have asked me about. Uh, is it true that university teachers uh, love their um, students?
Not exactly. For example, how many students are there in your group, Roshana?
Uh, approximately, there are approximately 15, 20 students
Okay, from
in a
50
group.
to 20. Do you love all of them equally, or do you love somebody more than others?
to tell the truth, generally I love them equally, but but it's good to have good students. But we can't have only good students. But having bad students, I think. But having bad students is good because it gives us an opportunity to maybe to show off our skills.
You mean teaching skills?
Because teaching skills, yes. Maybe at lesson a teacher it is not enough to be only a teacher, you know. You have to be a psychologist, you have to be maybe you have to be a parent, I don't know, because we have to involve all skills, all knowledge that in order to get to interest the students, to provoke interest in the subject.
But traditionally, but traditionally, I know that traditional physics is considered by the majority of all students, regardless of their origin, as the most challenging subject. Because if you want to understand physics, you first of all must know mathematics well. Because no mathematics, no physics. And let's face the truth that these days, modern students don't know mathematics well, and that's why they can't learn physics deeply. How do you overcome these problems? I'm pretty sure that you have faced up to this kind of problem when you had students who were complete zeros at mathematics and they didn't know anything about physics, and moreover, you teach your subject in English, right? And so they can't speak English properly. So what do you do in this case? So again, there are two problems. Problem number one, they don't know both physics and mathematics, and problem number two, they can't speak English. So what do you do in this case? What skills, as you said, should you activate in order to get them to understand the material?
Okay, it's quite a challenging question.
It is, yeah.
As the subject, as the subject. So.
Absolutely, we're talking about physics, so that's why I have prepared such questions.
In my mind, physics, yes, it is science. It is a natural science. It is maybe it's how to say. First physics, then mathematics, maybe, because if you understand, because physics, I think physics is a science about all natural phenomena, and if you understand all natural events, their origin, their how to say,
why they occur, right? Why they happen in nature.
Yes, the reasons, the causes, and the effects of the phenomena. Sorry, and it is the foundation. It is the basis of the other sciences, I think so. And mathematics, of course, mathematics is it is quite. It is challenging as well as physics, as you have said. I don't know. it is twice difficult to again maybe I will repeat the above mentioned the words that I have mentioned above.
It's okay.
But it's really challenging to first of all to master this difficult science and to explain it in foreign language.
Yeah,
And to the
exactly.
students,
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but you haven't
especially
told me.
to the
You haven't told me a word about the other problem I've mentioned. What about the situation when the students can't speak English? What do you do in this case? They may be good at mathematics and physics, but they can't speak English. What do you do in this case?
yes, I face this problem quite often.
Oh, really?
Yes, mostly students know these sciences very well,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't master English.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why I think it's we can teach this or that science in other foreign language, not only in English.
Mm-hmm.
Only if your students, if the auditor, or how is it correct, possesses knowledge of this or that language.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
it is meaningless.
Uh-huh.
Because it is meaningless to teach it is meaningless to teach such difficult, such challenging subjects in any foreign language if your student don't understand it. No, I think it's quite natural.
Okay, I've got it. Thank
And
you.
that's why we have to select the students according to the knowledge of English.
Uh-huh.
And only in
You want to say
this case,
you
it
don't
will.
take everybody, right? You don't take everybody.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Only after selection, I think after how after figuring out the level of language,
Mm-hmm.
it has sense to teach quite challenging subjects in other foreign language.
Roshana, I've got another provocative question. Please don't be upset, okay? Because some students of mine asked me to ask you the question, okay? It's very important for them.
Oh, it's okay.
Roshana, you are a very beautiful woman. It's true because I have seen you, and a lot of students also know that
Thank you.
you are beautiful. Well, and they want to ask you the following question. It's not my question, actually, it's theirs, not mine. Does your appearance help you, or on the contrary, doesn't help you to teach physics? There is even another more provocative question. Have you ever had kind of spatial relationships with students of yours? I don't mean some sexual relationships. No, of course no. I mean that did you ever consider one of your students as somebody who loves physics less than yourself? So these are the questions I would like you to answer.
Yes, it's quite provocative.
Absolutely. So my students, my chemistry students ask me to ask you the question, to put the question. So please answer the questions, okay? Maybe not in detail, but just a bit.
It would be better if they asked me myself about it. Oh, it's okay. I don't know. I can't judge about it. I can't judge about it. But I think that not only me, but every person how to say, of attractive, who is attractive,
Mm-hmm.
who has an attractive appearance.
Mm-hmm.
Not it is easy for them to communicate with other people, because I think it of course it you it's of course it helps not only me,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't say that I'm beautiful, or it's
Oh, come on. We both know
it's
that you are.
opinion of others. No, but in general, I can say that an attractive person has less problems in communication with other people, because of course it attracts other people, and it
Mm-hmm.
makes communication easier and
More effective.
effective.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Yeah, more effective.
But look,
I think so.
you've just said that somebody's good appearance can attract more people. Blah blah blah. I agree with you 100%. But the problem is that with the same success, your appearance may attract bad guys who can fall in love with you, and that can create problems in your professional relationship with them, because usually love doesn't contribute to a proper cooperation between the teacher and their students. Have you ever had such an experience
No,
when somebody fell in love with you and that wasn't a good, that didn't have a good outcome?
no, I don't. I haven't had such an experience, because you know what? I think that I'm quite sure that it depends on a person himself or herself.
Mm-hmm.
Then, because if you, I think that every person has its own principles, has its own view of world. Yes, and if you don't give any how to say if you don't give any I can't even
Hint? You
find
mean
this word
hint?
in my hint, or yes, if you behave in the proper way, I think that nobody can make other other intentions, or how to say, maybe
Rovshana, it
you
is
will
uncontrollable. It is uncontrollable. Especially, it's applicable to males. If a male, when seeing a beautiful female, falls in love, no, nothing can stop him. Nothing can stop him from showing and giving that female to understand that he is in love with her. And come on, don't tell me fairy tales that you haven't had such stories.
no, it's
With your appearance, I know that you
no,
have
it's
had.
not a fairy tale. No. You know what? Um, but at least I haven't noticed something like that. You know,
Oh, really?
in my
Okay.
teaching practice, in my
Okay.
teaching.
You know,
Yes.
it's a very good thing that we're talking about it now, because I know the nickname your students have given you. You know which one?
Which one? No. I don't know.
Oh, really? Okay. I'm not sure whether I should tell you what your nickname is. You really, are you sure you really want to know your nickname among your students?
Yes. Why not? Yes. You 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 you, you have studied about you have started speaking about it, and I think that
Okay,
you have to
okay.
say it.
If you insist, okay, I will tell you. So your nickname is the following: Ice Ice Baby. And once I asked one of them why they have chosen that particular why they had chosen that particular nickname for you. And he replied, he explained it to me, because you always look like a snow queen, always calm,
Really?
never showing any emotions, and even when explaining another theorem, or when explaining how to solve another super duper physics problem, you stay calm, and you seem to know everything
Mm,
about physics, and that's why they have given you such a nickname, Ice Ice Baby.
mm. Maybe that's why I haven't had such practice as you have asked me before.
Okay, thank you. Can I ask you another question, please?
Yes, of
Thank
course.
you. Roshana, this time it's really not happy question, I wouldn't say. It is about bribes. So I have heard that
Mm-hmm. Okay.
sometimes students who are not good at physics, in order to stand a chance
Mm-hmm.
to go to study further, pay under the
Mm-hmm.
table to their physics teachers. Well, have you ever had such an experience when your students tried to bribe you, to give you some bribe in order to study further?
Yes, I have had not such an experience, but they hinted about it and
Really?
something like that.
What was your reaction like?
Yes, but you know what? I think all the students that all students that you teach, I think that they have they have already had the information about you. I think that students, such people uh, who who collect information about the teachers, they have,
Mm-hmm.
and it depends. I think it depends on the reputation that this or that the teacher has, and of course, I think that um, how to say, offering or suggesting a bribe. If you they 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 already know what they already know. Is it does it make sense to
To offer a
offer
bribe? Mm-hmm.
such? Yes, and um, and at the beginning of the academic year, at the first in first lesson, I tell my students all my requirements
Mm-hmm.
that I have for them,
Mm-hmm.
and what I want from them, and what they have to do in order to get their credits.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's quite enough to. I think it's quite enough for them um, to choose the way they will get their credit. And
You mean the
I
right
think
way?
it's yes, I think so, because um, and students they while teaching, because we teach them quite a long period, and um, they figure out for themselves,
Mm-hmm.
mm, uh, is it worth offering something like that or not.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I've got it.
Maybe.
I have taken a picture. Your point. Thank you. And my last question, can I?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Look, you are a physicist. I'm a chemist, right? So my special area is physical chemistry. It's some kind of, it's somewhere between physics and chemistry. So I'm your cousin.
Uh-huh.
In these terms, I'm your cousin, right? Yeah, because you teach
Okay.
physics, and I teach physical chemistry, and so I'm your cousin. Okay,
We are
my
relatives. Okay.
yeah, correct. I want to ask you the question. It has started important for me recently. Believe me or not, but a couple of days ago, when I was walking outdoors, I came across a very unusual picture. A UFO was hovering over me. Well, I know that usually
Really?
people who say that they have seen a UFO are considered to be a bit crazy, but believe me, so we know each other, right? And we are colleagues. So there is no reason for me to tell you a pack of lies. But I did see a UFO. Well, and what is
Really?
absolutely? I mean business saying that. I'm not joking. So tell me, please, you are a professional physicist. What do you think about the existence of UFOs? Have you ever heard? Have you ever seen them? My first question, and the last is, what do you think? Do they exist or not? I just want to hear your professional state on the matter.
Okay. Uh, of course, I think that something supernatural exists,
Mm-hmm.
and UFO is kind of such supernatural phenomenon.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't faced it. But I have never faced it.
Mm-hmm.
But I have never faced it. And but I have heard lots of stories about it. Many people talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
They talked the stories. I heard such stories from the people who has experienced it,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that such phenomenon, yes, such phenomenon it exists, and you are one of those people who have faced it. And I think, but if I would met such kind of things, I think I don't know how I would react, how I would behave, but I think it would be I don't know how. I cannot predict how
How you would
how I
behave?
would
Uh-huh.
yeah, yes. And what did you do when you had met them? Had
So
met
I,
it?
I, I was just walking, really. I was walking, thinking about my plans, so what I was going to do that evening. Well, and out of the
Uh-huh,
blue, I heard some noise above me. I looked up to see the UFO. It was
uh-huh,
like a silver-colored sphere. Well, it was
uh-huh,
producing some hissing sound, and it was hovering over me at a very, very slow speed. Well,
uh-huh,
and presumably it was a kind of flying object apparatus without any living creature inside. I don't know because the diameter of the object was about half a meter. I can't imagine any living creature inside such an object. But who knows actually? Uh, okay, and
uh-huh.
would you like to meet and to converse to representatives of other planets? Would you like to talk to such creatures, Roshana?
No, exactly not.
What's wrong about that? You would know something new about the structure of matter, about the universe. They might tell you some secrets, and you would become a very very great scientist in the field of physics and astronomy.
You know what? No, I think that I think that knowledge I have in physics is enough for me, and I don't want to, and I don't want to meet with the representatives of other planets or other
Races.
I don't know, other races. Yes, and I think. I don't know. Of course, it is interesting, but I think that it has its own. I think that it has some
Risks?
Yes, risks. Maybe it probably it would have some bad effects. I don't know.
You mean
And,
on your psychology?
it would. Sorry?
You mean some bad effects on your psychology?
Yes, on my psychology, and I don't know. I think that many people they neglect such how to say, they neglect the idea of existence of such creatures.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if I said somebody that I had met with such kind of creatures, they would consider me as mad, as insane person, and nobody would believe me. You know what? And
Nobody would like to talk to you any longer. Mm-hmm.
And they would say that how could I believe it if being a teacher of physics.
Right, right. Okay, Roshana, thank you very much for the wonderful interview. It has been a great pleasure for me
You're
to be talking to you, and your answers were splendid, really, because you gave me and my guests and listeners, as you said, followers, plenty of information for further consideration about what they should do in order to be good at university, right? To perform better, and also you gave some ethic norms because you brought up this matter too about bribes, for example. I liked it, and how teachers should behave when they communicate with their students, and especially if they are nice female teachers. Well, that was really wonderful. Thank you very much for your answers, for your time.
Thank you, George.
Okay.
Thank you, George. I'm very. I would be really glad if my. I don't know if my. If everything I have said has some value, or
Absolutely.
I don't know, maybe.
Absolutely. No doubt.
Thank you very much.
Okay, bye. See ya.
You always. Thank you. See you. Bye. Bye.
See ya. Yeah. Okay, bye.